Hey class, it is Alex. I wanted to make an extra announcement because some of you have been sending me some messages for the past few days. So, because they were good questions, I wanted to just give everybody a heads up. So, here's my presentation aid for it. There are 5 things I'm going to cover. Number 1, speech grades will be published by Sunday. 2, speeches that don't meet the minimums will get 0 or 1 point. 3, message me on Canvas inbox if you need anything, because I only get notifications on Canvas inbox. Number 4, doing auto graded quizzes late is okay, but anything that's like unreasonably late and it's something I have to go in and check, and if it like doesn't really meet the purpose, like you have to like talk to me about that. And then lastly, only use AI on stuff that I allow on AI. So let me explain this. So number 1 is speech grades will be published by Sunday. So I've already been going through people's presentations. I just haven't gotten through everybody's. I cannot individually sort of like show the score and everything like that. So I can only bulk publish everybody's like work together. So some of you I already have comments for, and some of you I don't. But I will have your persuasive speeches scores published by Sunday because I've already been like going through grading them. So that's the first thing. Now let me go over the next item number 2, which is speeches that don't meet the minimum requirements will get either 0 or 1 point. So from some of the speeches I've seen so far, here are the big issues. Some of you, I do not see a live audience. Like if I do not see you presenting in front of other people, you will get a 0. I also see some of you not really presenting in the style of a speech. Some of you are like on your chair, just like chilling out, or like on your bed, or just at least one of you didn't even like post really a video. It's just like an audio recording of yourself. That doesn't count as a speech. And then also some of you don't give any peer replies. As it shows on the assignment as part of the rubric, automatic zeros are if I don't see you in front of a live audience, if you're not presenting in the style of a speech, like the work product has to be the representation of the work product, and then you have to reply to each other. Because this class is online, you have to give each other feedback each week. You have to substantively interact with your classmates. So for those of you, if you did not turn in a speech video that has any of those things, you're going to get a 0 on it. So be very aware of that. And we're getting closer to the end of the semester and you have less time to like fix those. Number 3, message me on Canvas inbox for stuff. So a couple of you like gave me a heads up that there were some grades I didn't update because you had made fixes and you gave me the comment on the assignment, like the way I give comments on assignments. But I only get notifications for things on Canvas inbox. I don't get notifications for anything else. So if you fixed a mistake on a previous assignment or you redid an assignment, you have to message me on Canvas inbox so I know that you made that. So you have to notify me on Canvas inbox so I know what to go in and score to fix or work to review. Okay. Number 4, a lot of you have asked me about late work, but in general, if you do the auto-graded quizzes, that's fine. Like anything that's like the multiple choice or the things that grade themselves, you could still do those like unreasonably late. Those grade themselves. Get them done when you can. But I will say, like some of you have been like posting things on discussion boards like 2 months past due or like 6 weeks past due. Like those I'm not going to accept unless like you message me on Canvas inbox and you tell me, hey, professor, like I wasn't able to do this because of this. Here's the documentation. Like if you turn in work that is number 1, unreasonably late, and it's number 2, on something I have to go manually and check, like unless I get documentation from you why you could not do that on time, I'm not going to give you credit for it, or I'll maybe only give you like 1 point as an acknowledgement that you turned it in. But essentially, for those of you who've just been really far behind on work, you cannot just like start speed running assignments. Like you're going to get like, if you just start speed running and posting things on the discussion boards, like because you didn't do them like 2 months ago, I'm not giving you credit for that. Like, so don't expect to get credit for that. Unless you message me on Canvas inbox and give me a reason and documentation that in some way prevented you from doing it. And lastly, only use AI on assignments that I say it is okay to use AI on. So I know on my syllabus, it says that I am okay with you using AI as long as the directions say you can use AI. And if you use AI, you have to share the history, the chat history with me. The reason why I bring this up is because some of you, like, I'm totally fine if you use AI to generate your outlines or use like Gamma to create your slide decks and everything. But you have to show me the proof of that because I have to see how you use it. Also, the discussion boards pretty much say do not use AI. For those of you who've just been like generating discussion board posts, like I use AI a lot, so I can tell if something's AI generated. So if I look at a post or peer replies and they look AI generated to me, I will give you a 0. Some of you have already been getting zeros on those because every discussion board except for this week has said do not use AI. If your work appears AI generated, you will receive a 0. So that's really important. So let me recap because this is a way longer announcement video than I wanted it to be. So just as a heads up for everybody, here are the 5 things. Oh, whoops. Here are the 5 things to keep up on. Number 1, speech grades will be published by Sunday. Number 2, any video, speech video that doesn't actually look like a speech video in front of a live audience gets a 0 or 1 point. 3, if you have any issues or you made fixes on assignments, message me on Canvas inbox because that's the only thing I notice of what students send me. Number 4, you can do autograded quizzes, but any unreasonably late manual work that's like creative in some way, like unless you send me documentation proving why you couldn't do it, it's gonna get a 0, like, or 1 point because I'm not gonna take unreasonably late work. And lastly, only use AI on assignments I say you can use AI on. That's it. Oh my god, it's 7 minutes. Thank you for watching, everybody. See ya.